We gave you some big news just 2 weeks back about Ford planning its Fiesta hatch for India, right? And so many of you reacted to that, so we simply had to serve up this exclusive look at the car, a much closer look that is. So here it is folks, exclusively on CNB, the Ford Fiesta in its 6th generation. The car that is likely to debut in India in the first half of 2011. The car that is likely to step into Hyundai i20 and Honda Jazz territory and spoil their sales party. We still have the previous generation car in India in a compact sedan body style, don't we? The new 6th gen debuted in Europe last year and it's now heading Indiawards. The buzz for months has been that it shall be the sedan avatar of that car that's going to replace the current car in India soon. But as we have told you, it shall be the hatch first and then perhaps a sedan. Ford sees India as staying a predominantly hatch-driven market, and so to achieve a scale and a noteworthy market position here, they have to address that end of it with more than one offering. Enter the Fiesta, which fits that requirement to a T, and the Figo's 3.5 to 5.5 lakh price window leaves plenty of room in the 5 to 7 lakh bracket for hatches where the Fiesta will play. Okay, enough about the business end of it, the car now. Remember that this is the European spec car you're seeing, so equipment and engines on the Indian version may be drastically different when it arrives.
The last European Mondeo, which we never got by the way, and this car, the Fiesta, are the ones that started Ford's kinetic design language. It's something that we've mentioned on the Car and Bike Show before, because now we have the Figo, which also maintains that language to some extent, but it's really distinctly visible in this particular car because the two elements of it are really the small upper part of the grille and this upturned grille at the bottom, and the headlamp which swoops upwards. So you do have that, especially the grille, the upturned grille part for sure in the Figo, and even the headlamp sort of goes up a little bit, so you know what I'm talking about then. But this car is definitely way better looking than the Figo and gives you the impression of being a really nice large hatch. It looks big and sort of ready for the job, and it is a large hatch. You've got a large amount of muscle on the side as well because there's a flared wheel arch, and if you think about it, as you come to the back, it's not something which is extremely sensational. It's good looking, but it's all, you know, the kind of surfaces we've seen before until you come to the back. The tail lamp treatment, I think, is the most distinct part of the car, despite the face, you know, being all about kinetic design, because it sits high up on the waistline, and look at it, it's just textured, it wraps around. Most of it is actually on the side, and I like that. It looks good. The Fiesta badging also sort of fun and looks all new, and of course, in India, we have the last generation Fiesta, so it will be replaced by this car next year. Now, the overall looks of the car are definitely appealing then. What you're seeing here is Honda Jazz territory in terms of size and shape, but we expect Ford to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to the pricing.
Remember the Verve concept we showed you at the 2007 Frankfurt show? Well, even if you don't, here it is. That's the car that resulted in this. And there's been no looking back. Its looks have alone helped make it a hit. Inside, the car looks smartly proportioned. The central console on the dash has a modern look. The overall plastics are just about acceptable. And Ford would do well to plush up this cabin for India. Of course, to be fair, this isn't the top-end Fiesta. The main advantage, though, would be space for people and cargo, something the Indian buyer would love. The Fiesta's cabin is roomy, with a good sense of space thanks to good headroom. The seats are ample and comfortable, and most controls are easy to reach.